Hello, everyone, and welcome to X-Plane 11. My name is Mesuvius for Shadowless Night Gaming. We are out here in the Cessna Skyhawk 172, and we're going to be doing some VFR flying out in the Orlando area, or sorry, Miami area, not Orlando, Miami. Out at the Kendall Executive Airport, basically. It's where a lot of executive jets fly out of and everything like that. We'll be taking off of 27 right, doing some VFR, and then coming back and landing. So let's go ahead and jump into the plane here and get started. Let me get in the right view. There we go. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and zoom out just a tad. All right. Now, we're going to go ahead and check, make sure parking brake, yep, it's set. Everything's good. Ignition's off. Everything's off. Fantastic. All right, so we're going to turn the master switch on. Wait, make sure everything's good. All right, good on fuel. Avionics on. Looks good. Looks good. All right. So we're going to turn that back off, and because we can't start the aircraft with the avionics master switch on. Let's go ahead and test. All right, that looks good. So now we'll make sure fuel is on both down there. So good, good. All right. Pilot heat, we're going to go ahead and turn on here. And turn it back off. Make sure we're good. Yep. All right. And we're going to turn the master switch back off. All right. And trim's good. Ready for takeoff there. So let's go ahead and get this engine started. So we're going to make sure that everything is in. Good, good. Great there. All right. So avionics off. All right. Fuel pump. Everything's checked there. All right. So let's go ahead and get this on. Let's go ahead and push the throttle in a quarter of an inch there. That should be back like that. Master switch. Let's go ahead and turn that on. All right. And the beacon's going to go on. All right. And then we're going to go, since we're doing a cold start, fuel pump is going to go on. All right. We're going to set mixture full rich for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we're going to pull it back. All right. Now we're going to start the engine here. Oh, come on. There we go. There we go. Everything looks good, looks good. All right. Make sure the oil pressure thing, yep. All right, so let's go ahead and close the door here. Lock that in place. Let's go ahead and turn on our landing lights, taxi lights, nav, and strobes. And we'll turn our avionics on now that we've already started the engine. Okay. Make sure flaps are good. Yep. All right, let's go ahead and head over and to the runway, and we'll do our little pre-flight, or not pre-flight, but our pre-takeoff over there. Now, I will go ahead and tell you guys, as I am taxiing here, I'm not a pilot. I have a couple hours in the Cessna, but I am not a pilot. Do not claim to be. I have been flying flight simulators for years and years, but that does not mean I am a pilot. So I probably will screw up several times. So don't expect perfection. I probably already screwed up, to be honest. Now, this Cessna doesn't have full functionality like a real Cessna does. For example, you can't check the magnetos, which I think is kind of dumb, but you can't do that. So just keep that in mind. So when I go up here, I am not going to be doing a magneto check, because normally you would do like a full like pre-thing that you would do, but I'm not doing that. Because, mainly because I can't check the magnetos, and that's kind of the big part of the entire thing, is checking the magnetos. Alright, so let's go ahead and stop right about here. Alright, we're gonna, parking brake is gonna be on there. Thought I put the parking brake is on, there we go. I'll go and turn pilot heat on, go and check the RPMs here. Up to 1800. Alright, fantastic. Fantastic. Alright, going to set flaps down 1. And elevator should be set for takeoff. Yep. Well, actually, it's not quite set for takeoff. Let's see here. Right about there. Alright, set for takeoff. So let's go ahead and get out here and fly. Excuse me while I reposition myself. Okay, sorry about that. Alright, release the parking brake, and we'll start taxiing out here onto the runway. Which is 27 right. Make sure we're clear. Okay. Clear that way. Yep, we're clear that way. Okay. So here we go, guys. Let's get up into the air and get flying. Now, I will note I do not have pedals, so as I increase throttle, as you can see what is going on. This thing is wanting to do all kind of crazy stuff. It's wanting to go to the right, and so I'm really having to hold that back. Man, that thing jumped in the air like crazy. That was not smooth. Now let's go ahead and kill that flaps. All right. This thing really wants to fly today, guys. I am pushing this yoke forward to keep it from just going straight up. Looks beautiful out there today, though. Looks beautiful. Alright, let's go ahead and put some trim on here, so I'm not having to hold this thing like crazy. Alrighty. So yeah, all we're going to be doing here is we're going to be flying a little bit. We're going to go out past X-51, and then we'll come back around and land back at the executive terminal here. At least that is the goal. So yeah, I've been playing flight simulators for a long time. This is X-Plane 11, which, you know, I have enjoyed thoroughly since getting my yoke in. And I'll be doing more videos of X-Plane 11, as well as some live streams as I take back to the skies in flight simulators. It's been a long time for me. It's many months since I last. Just going to throttle that back there for cruise. Many months since the last time I flew in a flight simulator. So as you can tell, I'm probably pretty rusty. Get my trim set here. That looks about good enough. Just to make it easier on me having to, you know, maneuver my aircraft here. Oh. All right. That looks good. All right, that looks good. Let's go ahead and turn left here. Let's be sure we stay out of X-51's airspace. Don't want to go in there. One thing I really like about X-Plane 11 is their lighting. I know they did a whole revamp of their lighting from X-Plane 10 to X-Plane 11, and it looks absolutely glorious. And I'm extremely happy that they did that. But yeah, so just gonna be flying around here a little bit. Let's go ahead and start our bank turn. And let's throttle back just a tad there. All we're doing here is we're just gonna get ourselves set up to head back to runway 27 right, which is where we'll be landing again. Yeah, I just wanted to get up here tonight and up in the sky and talk to you guys a little bit about the plans here for X-Plane, as well as other things. And for X-Plane, you know, I plan on doing some videos, maybe once or twice a week, depending on, you know, obviously how I feel, and, you know, if I feel like playing it or I don't, whatever, you know. But that's the plan. Let's go ahead and start a descent, so I can get a little bit lower. That's the airport out there. So, looking good, looking good. But yeah, so I'm going to be playing some X-Plane 11. And we're going to do everything from, you know, things like this to some bush flying to eventually get into some of the larger jets like the MD-80, the 737, 747, stuff like that. The reason I'm not doing that just right off the bat is because I'm so rusty that it's atrocious to watch me fly those. So just, you know, bear with me as I get back to my previous skills. I used to know how to use the FMC, all that kind of stuff. I'm having to kind of relearn everything because I stopped playing and I kind of threw everything out of my my mind, basically. So just keep that in mind. All right, we're gonna go ahead and reduce the trim here. Oh, all right. And we're on our left base right now. I'm sorry. Is it left? No, it's not left. Is it left base? No, left downwind. That's what it is. I'm on the left downwind right now of my pattern here at Kilo Tango. I think it's what, Mike Bravo. So yeah, let's go and increase power just a tad there. All right, fantastic. Looks good. So yeah, that's the airport I'm gonna be landing at. I'm in a traffic pattern right now, a large traffic pattern, but one nonetheless. VFR flying is, to me, it's a lot less restricting than IFR flying. Now, there's a reason IFR is so, you know, specific, because you are flying just with your instruments, and that can lead to a whole lot of problems if you're not careful. Yeah. So it won't be long, and we'll be turning onto our left base. Now, a lot of people are like, why do you call it left downwind if you're on the right side of the airport? Well, that's because the airport is to your left, and you'll be turning to your left. So whatever direction you're going to be turning, that's the direction you say. So if I was going to be turning right to get onto in the pattern, it'd be right downwind. So I'm turning left. All my turns will be left, which means I'm on the left downwind. right now, and then I'll be left base, and then I'll turn left onto final. So that's why you use that type of language, as far as I know. Again, I'm not a pilot. I'm just going by what I know from like the internet and stuff. It's a beautiful game, though. Beautiful game. I mean, look at that. That looks pretty darn realistic to me. I mean, yeah, you can tell it's a sim, you know, but pretty good. Pretty good. Alright. It's off to our 90 degrees right now. We'll wait till it goes to about there, 45 degrees, and then we'll make our left turn onto base here. There's the ocean right in front of us, the Atlantic Ocean. Not yet. I wish I had track IR or some type of VR so I could fly in like VR, or mainly so I can, you know, use my head to turn and look instead of having to do it manually with my mouse here. Alright, that's close enough, so let's go ahead and make our left turn here. Just a small 2-minute turn. And I can tell it's going to be a 2-minute turn with this right here. What in about 2 minutes is I could turn around, do a full 360 in 2 minutes. That's what a 2-minute turn does. Try to keep that level. And I believe that's going to do it about right there. So go ahead and level back out. And there's the runway over there. That's not the one we're landing on, though. The other one goes like this. And that is what we're going to be landing on. So let's go ahead and reduce throttle a little more. I'm going to get down here. Make sure we're good. We're on left base right now. And then we'll make a left turn again onto final runway 27 right. Look at the trucks down there, the cars. It's pretty awesome. Really brings it to life. All right. We'll go ahead and one flaps. We set at 15 degrees. Keep the throttle up, maintain our airspeed, and we'll go ahead and make our left turn onto final here. A little fast on that turn, so straighten up. That's the runway we're going for right there. Again, I'm way out of practice, guys, so I'm still having to relearn all the, you know, learning when to turn, angles, all that kind of stuff. And it just takes getting used to and stuff like that, so. All right. Let's go ahead and flaps 2, which puts at 25 degrees. And we'll bring her in here. Nice and easy. Line her up there on the runway. All right, on the glide slope now. Coming in here. Looking pretty good. Ooh, got a little bit of wind there. A little bit of wind there. We're okay though. A little off. Knocked us a little off course, but we're okay. All right, final thing of flaps. Right over the threshold, go ahead and cut our throttle back. And we're gonna start flaring here, letting my aircraft come down gently. Come on, baby, touch the ground. There we go. All right, and we are down. Fantastic. Fantastic. That's a little bit of a rough landing, as you can tell with that last second. I kind of almost stalled out the last second and kind of almost belly flopped, but not really. It wasn't really that bad. But again, that's just because I'm way out of practice and still have to get used to that whole, you know, flaring at the last second and getting that good coast in. So that I just gently touch the ground. Kiss it, as we like to say. Gently kiss the ground. Yeah, we'll go ahead and look at that landing in a replay. It's always good to look at your landings because you can critique yourself. Let me go parking brake here. Oh, come on. There we go. All right. So you can learn from it. So let's go ahead and back it up here. Come on. That will do. And we'll go and play it. And let's change our view here. So that's where I got hit by a little bit of wind there, buffeted us. But I corrected, which was all right. And I gently come in here. I'm on the good approach speed, which is nice, but I think I flared too early. Maybe. We'll see. Oh, I didn't flare enough. Oh, I almost had a touchdown there. And see, I kind of a little bit dropped there, but no, it was all right. It was all right, guys. It was all right. All right, guys. Well, I think that's going to do it for this episode. I appreciate you guys watching. Hope you guys have enjoyed, and I look forward to doing some more X-Plane 11, different kind of things, not just your average flight like I just did. So I hope you guys will tune in again on next time when I fly. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you guys next time.